Alright boys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're testing out the Enduro tyres on the OEM preview bikes. So I'm on the Gas preview bike and we've got a 90 on the front, just one. And then on the rear we have a 120/90 and a 140/80 Enduro tyre. We're on Royal Mountain, is it Royal Mountain? Just to try them, we're going to be doing about half a lap on the 120 rear around the woods, and then we're also going to be doing a 140 as well, another about half a lap or so. I would do a lap each, but because it's a 15-minute lap time around there, I'm not even going to bother, because no one wants to watch 30 minutes just testing out a tyre. So yeah, we're just going to be running a little bit on each tyre and just sort of comparing them. This is my fifth attempt now, I think, fifth or sixth maybe attempt on trying to record this video now, so I apologise that this is recorded on the video. My OBS is just not working at all. It keeps doing this thing where it was like, it was recording everything fine, and then as soon as I like click stop recording, it just sits on stopping recording and doesn't actually stop. It just keeps going and going and going, and then when you like force close OBS, like what is it, like Alt F4 it, or just click the exit at the top, says do you want to close the app basically, and you click yes, and then it basically just corrupts the entire like recording. So it's really annoying. It's taken me about 6 attempts to actually try and do this video, so last resort, record it on the video, not even use or touch OBS, which is a little bit annoying. So hopefully the quality is still okay, but that's the annoying thing with doing this whole technology, or anything to do with technology really. One time it works fine, second time it won't work at all, and even though you don't touch anything or change anything, it still wants to have a different outcome every single time. So yeah, I tried this on Harren's Super Enduro, his Enduro cross track that he's got on there, on his compound that he's got. And it feels good on that, feels good on logs, feels good on rocks. I also did it on another track, another Enduro track on mods, and I just wasn't happy with how it come out. Like I said, it's still corrupt and everything anyway, but yeah, it just wasn't really happy with how it come. Didn't really do much testing, got lost a few times and just kept hitting random bumps and stuff. But yeah, the first time I recorded this, I got about 8-9 minutes in and then had a power cut, and then went to carry it on, and then it just, you know, did the thing where it would just stop recording, or you click stop recording and it wouldn't stop recording. So yeah, it's really annoying. And then second time, same thing, wouldn't record. And then third time, my OBS crashed. Then the fourth time I tried it again, and then it did the stopping recording thing, and it was, the whole recording was like frozen after about 2 minutes. So yeah, we're here trying it again, but this time we're just going last resort and we're just using the video, because I don't have anything else to record with, and OBS, it's not even worth the risk of me sitting here for 15 or so minutes recording for it to just do the stop recording thing, and then I've got to do it all again. So yeah, just a bit of a faff this morning, a bit of a kerfuffle. Been spending about 2 hours in a sweating hot room, because obviously I can't have the fan on when I'm recording, just because it just picks it up in the background. Yeah, no one's hear a big humming sound in the background. So yeah, we're not using OBS, we're not even touching it, and yeah, we're just going to record it on the video for now. So far, this 120 Enduro tyre, it feels fine. Obviously, I've just got to get used to the previews again, because we're back on the currents again. Been riding the currents just to get ready for aerial, final round of aerial Ironman this week. So yeah, don't really be on the previews too much, because you do have to ride them completely different, and I don't really want to get too comfortable on these bikes to the point where the current bikes feel weird now. So yeah, just sticking to the current bikes for now. God, I've forgotten where I was going now. I don't know if I've done a 180 or not. Yeah, no, this definitely isn't the way. Or is it? No, it's definitely the way. I don't think. Yeah, I think we're at the right spot. Cool. But yeah, I mean, this tyre feels alright. It's just the 140 tyre, from what I did earlier, from like obviously recording this about 5 times, so I've actually technically ridden it 5 different times now. But yeah, just it feels, the 140 definitely has a bit more traction on the rear. However, the 120 feels better in the straight line speed, just because it's a thinner tyre, a smaller tyre. So it's sort of what you want really. If you want straight line speed, use the 120, but if you want like bottom end power, then use the 140. But yeah, the PSIs, I don't think there's much difference between other than the width, obviously, on the 120 and the 140. But you've got the PSIs that's different, which the rear PSI is 5.8 or something like that. I can't remember what it is. 5 point something on the Enduro tyre. So very soft, full Enduro spec kind of softness. And yeah, I'm sure you guys will know what I mean when I get on the 140, but on some bottom end bits it bogs a little bit, just because it grabs traction, it doesn't wheel spin at all, which in like short, small kind of tracked, it would help it on like super enduro, high enduro stuff. It would actually probably be better to have a 140 tyre. But hill climbs and everything like that, especially with the upgraded physics and stuff on the bikes now. Oh no, I didn't choose a way to go. But yeah, especially with the new updated physics and everything like that, and like the hill physics, as I struggle to get up a hill. The game will always be the game. You'll always struggle on hills. But I feel like just improve little slow speed, acceleration physics and stuff with the bikes definitely have helped with enduro also. So yeah, it's nice to just have some proper sort of catered stuff towards enduro. So it's nice to have some enduro tyres. Well, I don't think we've had enduro tyres before, could be wrong. But I don't think we've had any like actual enduro stuff other than the actual enduro bikes. And speaking of the enduro bikes, this is just like a little thing, nothing to do with these tyres, but I'm pretty sure Dashpack is working on an entire OEM, not OEM, but an entire enduro pack for the enduro bikes, so that's going to be quite cool. I'm not sure whether it's model swaps to go on the enduro bikes or enduro models to go on these bikes. I think it's the enduro OEMs he's making models for them, I think. Could be completely wrong there, but I know that he's making some models for enduro, basically some enduro models, which I think is really cool. No one's ever done that yet, which is a bit different, and I kind of like that. I think some full like spec'd out enduro bikes would actually look really, really sick in this. So I look forward to seeing them from Dashpack. He said he's aiming for like the end of this year time, so I don't realize models take that long, but I suppose if you've got to do an entire pack for every single bike, it probably takes a couple of weeks to do each model really. So yeah, shout out Dashpack, does a lot of models and new to the scene really. He's not been here like super duper long, well I've not known of him for super long, but yeah, does great models and yeah, working on some enduro stuff, which is cool. So all you enduro fans out there, gonna have some enduro tires soon. You got enduro tires coming out soon, and you're gonna have some models coming out soon as well, so you guys can go full enduro. I am wearing the little like camelback thing, the little hydration pack, which is quite funny. Right, we've got about 6 minutes or so into this lap, so let's go ahead and let's hop onto the 140 tyre. Right, we're on the 140 tyre now, and I think I kind of prefer the 140 tyre. It does bog a little bit, but it just grabs so much more traction. Other than, you know, I mean, that's just the bike. The bike size out a little bit, and then with this tyre, it just grabs traction, so it'll loop. And it doesn't turn as well either because it's got a wide tyre. But we're not talking about the motocross track here. We don't care about the MX track. We all want the enduro course. Right, up we go then, up the hill, up the first hill on the 140. Grab some traction. Up into fourth. Blimey, we are ripping. Slam on the brakes, slide the back end around, control the back end on these bikes, which is nice. You can control it, slide the back end around. But yeah, I think I kind of prefer the 140 tyre. Very, very wide and gives you a lot of traction on the bottom end, which is really, really needed for enduro, I'd say. But you can kind of just hear from the bike sounds, you can hear the bog a little bit, but a good kind of bog, where it's giving you max traction, which is really, really nice. Sort of blip your way through the forest. Oh god. Nice and steady. Nice and easy on the throttle. Then we can just go full throttle all the way up the hill. Staying in third gear. Might be better off running some longer gear, and I feel like having like a higher gear really does help you on enduro. Just keeps the revs down and just keeps you getting traction. You're not going to really wheel spin as much. Oh god. I would like to have had another front tyre to see if that makes a difference, but I don't think an extra front tyre would really make a big difference, if I'm being completely honest. But you can just hear the bike when we're at like low speeds, when we're going very, very steady around some corners. And you're just really easy on the throttle. I would say look at my controller overlay, but we're recording this on the video because OBS just wants to be trashed today. Come through the forest, come through these, dodge some trees, and you can get on the throttle nice and early. I feel like just the 140 just really gives you the traction that you're looking for. And then, like I said on the 120, straight line speed obviously isn't going to be as quick as what you have on the 120, but don't really need it on enduro unless you're on a really, really quick enduro track, which most of the time, not really. I feel like the res courses, maybe a 120 would be best, but I feel like a 140 for the hills and everything would be really, really good. So, I don't know. It's sort of, it depends on the track, which is really nice. It comes a bit of like a thinking game before. It's like, depending on what the track is like, do I need a quick tyre or do I need a slow speed tyre? So I think it's nice. Those of you that really do enjoy enduro would really like that. I think, like, sort of having to really pick and choose what tyre to use, higher gear, lower gear, you know, just stuff like that. You actually have to like think about some things now, which is really nice. I think I'm really looking forward to these bikes. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's really gonna sort of bring. I don't know. I feel like all the quick guys will stay where they are, but I feel like those of you that are like just on the edge of qualifying for pro races, maybe it could have a higher chance because it's a sort of a fresh start, you know. I feel like those either right on the edge or just about qualifying, or even haven't qualified before. I think now is your time to, once these bikes come out, like once these bikes are all out, I would say, like, honestly, grind them, like get some hours in on them and just get better on them, just get good at them. Because I feel like those people that just, you know, won't be playing the game or anything like that, you'll be better than them on them bikes. It's a really good chance to just get some experience in the pro races. And I feel like it was bringing the times closer together. I feel like now that everyone sort of has to take their time, it's really going to bring the consistent guys together. And those of you that aren't a qualifying guy, I'm not even a qualifying guy either, like I'm not the greatest when it comes to qualifying. I can never really get a really quick time. Like if I get a solid time, it's normally about 2 to 3 seconds off the top quali pace anyway. But yeah, I've never really been a hot lap guy. So if you're not a hot lap guy and you know you're a racer, then these bikes will definitely be really good for you. I feel like as well, most people are in the same boats with them as well. Same people, everyone sort of agrees with the same things. A little bit more traction on the rear and on like the sides of the tires. But other than that, I think everything on them is good. And then even just doing some enduro testing now on them, really good. I don't have many or any complaints, if I'm being completely honest. I think the enduro tyres work really well with what they're meant to do, really. Let's keep it in third, nice and steady around all the trees. Nice little hill climb as well. You could sit down. Obviously, rider weight as well is really dependent now, which is good. If I lean all the way back, front end will be light. Lean all the way forwards, front end will be heavy. Keep the front end down to the floor, and yeah, I think it's just going to be really good. I think, especially, I mean, mainly enduro is going to be really fun as well. I feel like you can really be dependent on rider weight as well. Like leaning forwards, leaning back actually does more than what it currently does on enduro, which is really nice. So I feel like a major step has been made into the enduro direction, and really good for the enduro guys. But yeah, I think that'll do it from me. And yeah, definitely would say enduro could be possibly back. Krakenberg on that won't be back. I believe that is more soil type. I know a lot of people love Krakenberg, but I believe that is just soil type. I really don't think anything we do as OEM team could really fix that. But for these tracks and for the enduro tracks, would 100% recommend just to try it, just give it a go. And those are the enduro guys, mate, you guys can have an absolute blast on these bikes. They are really fun. Even I'm just enjoying myself here, flowing through the trees, just getting the traction that I need, and just being smooth on the rider position and everything like that just really helps. But yeah, I think that'll do it from me. I appreciate you guys watching, and yeah, I'll see you boys in my next video. Peace.